Zimbabwe is the only country in Africa with only one television station. This is Rhodesian television in the 1960s. Today, it still remains the only TV station in Zimbabwe. Yet Zimbabwe was the first country in Southern Africa ahead of everyone else to have television.
ITT International TV. International TV. International TV.
This is Nigerian television in the 1960s. Nigeria and Zimbabwe were the first two countries in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa to have television. Today, Nigeria has got 113 television stations. They bring in a total of $1 billion in advertising revenues alone. Together with the film industry, they bring in $8.5 billion. Yet in Zimbabwe, there is no film industry to speak of, and there is no television to speak of. Just down in Rwanda, which had a genocide in 1994, they now have 14 television stations, and yet they only have a population of 12 million people. This is because television is a business. Whereas in Zimbabwe, ZANU-PF thinks that television is just propaganda and news. Just in the early 80s, Ted Turner started CNN International from his bedroom in Atlanta. Today, CNN is the world news leader, and it is a multi-billion-dollar business. We've been saying this for years, and this is why we've been asking for media reforms. When we talk about media reforms, we're not only talking about news. In fact, news is the last thing I want to have anything to do with. People want to watch television programs about homes, about gardening, about sports. They're not interested in news. But hell no, people like George Chiramba will not allow it, and because of that, Zimbabwe has regressed. We need media reforms. We need more television stations, and they shouldn't be given to cronies like Superman Wanzira or Zim Papers. They should be given to people who are capable of running television stations.
Different meaning, different kinds of meaning. That is why I say